The natural world. Since the dawn of humanity, this was our home. And as ancient people spread around the world, they mastered every environment they encountered, from the mountains to the forests to the deserts. These were not the accomplishments of dim-witted cavemen. These were extremely intelligent, resourceful, and skilled people. People skilled in the art of bushcraft. Hi, I'm Billy Berger. For most of my life, I've been studying the primitive skills that ancient people used to survive. These bushcraft skills are a common thread that binds all of us as humans together, regardless of your ethnicity. Go back far enough in your ancestry, and you'll find someone who is proficient in bushcraft. And as long as we continue to call planet Earth home, these skills will be important and they will have relevance because they have always and will always work. Except for a few isolated groups in remote areas, these ancient skills have been all but forgotten by most modern societies today. And it's only the occasional discovery of the artifacts they left behind that reminds us that these ancient people even existed. It was one of these chance discoveries that led to my fascination with ancient survival skills. Well, here it is. This is where my journey into bushcraft began, with the discovery of this broken quartz arrowhead. I found this many years ago while I was deer hunting in Virginia with my dad, and it was this one discovery that would inspire me to learn everything I could about ancient survival skills. Kind of ironic that such a small object can have such a profound effect on somebody's life, but it did. And so began my quest to learn all I could about bushcraft. I devoured every bit of survival literature I could find, and over time my collection of survival books became a small library. Reading is one thing, but it took years of putting these skills to practice to master them. Bushcraft also transforms how you see the world around you. What at first seems like a bleak and uninviting landscape is actually full of resources and opportunity, if you know what to look for. One of the lessons the bushcraft teaches you is to pay attention to the subtleties of nature. Now, there may not seem like there's anything of importance here, but if I were hungry, and I always am, I'm literally standing in an all-you-can-eat buffet. Now, this plant may not look like much, but it's what's hidden underneath that's good to eat. And there we have it, wild parsnips. Now, these are just 3. But this whole area is just covered with them. They're growing all over wild out here. And it wouldn't take me long to get enough of these to create a heck of a meal. Now, I just came down here to wash off my parsnips, and here's another plant that I wanted to show you. Now, this plant is called arrowhead, and it's also edible. And what you do is you reach down here and follow the roots down, pull out the main part of the plant. You wash off the roots, the root ball there. You see this little bulb, and that little bulb is full of carbohydrates. Very nutritious.
Clean that thing off. Surprisingly sweet. Fire was probably one of humanity's most important discoveries. And I'm going to show you guys how I make a fire tonight with a bow drill. But just like anything else, proper preparation is key.
The site for your fire should be on fairly level ground and close to a sufficient source of firewood. To prevent the fire from spreading out of control, scrape away all the leaves and brush until you expose a large area of bare earth. For your kindling, collect the smallest dead twigs you can find, preferably those that are still attached to the tree and off the ground, as these will be the driest and burn the quickest. Okay, now we've got our site prepared. We've got all the leaves pushed away so we won't catch anything on fire. I've collected a good enough amount of wood to start with. We've got it separated into different piles depending on size. So now we're ready to bow drill. To me, there's something magical about creating a fire using a technique that dates back thousands of years. The ember. Now I put that in the nest, blow it into flame. Ever so gently. There it is. Oh yes. I don't know how many times I've done this, and it's a thrill every time. I never get tired of creating fire this way. It was while hunting that I found the artifact that ignited my passion for bushcraft, and it was hunting to which I would now return, but with one fundamental difference. I was now a hunter skilled in the same bushcraft as the man who had made the artifact that I found many years ago, and I would again follow in his footsteps by learning how to make and hunt with the same primitive weapon he would have used in ancient times. I study bushcraft because it gives me a very intimate relationship with the natural world. To feel its rhythms, to understand its wild inhabitants, to truly know the wild, is to find a true understanding of nature and of ourselves.